Staff reporter Jack Walker. We are coming at you live to report the lottery. Today we will be covering its tradition, who won the lottery, what the winner will receive, and the future of the lottery. On this warm sunny day of June 27th, we have witnessed about 300 people gathered together in a small village in rural America where the lottery will take place. The lottery that the village will participate in is much different than from your classic scratch ticket. This lottery will have one person in charge who will draw pieces of paper from a black box, and whoever draws the slip of paper with a black dot on it is deemed the winner. The black box that is used in the game is very shabby, and people want to upgrade it, but the villagers do not want to mess around with the tradition. But however, they were able to use slips of paper instead of their classical wood chips. Most people hear about the lottery and think prizes or rewards, but this lottery has a bit of a twist to it. Mr. Summers, who is in charge of the lottery, will draw names out of the box and read them. Then the family heads will come up and draw a slip of paper. Nobody is allowed to look at the paper until everyone has drawn. The lottery is pretty simple. When everyone opens up their slips of paper, a family will be chosen, and everyone in the family will draw an additional slip of paper. Whoever receives the slip of paper with the black dot on it is deemed the winner. The winner of the lottery is to be stoned by the rest of the village. Many of the villagers have spoken out challenging this tradition to this day. While other villages are beginning to put an end to the lottery, today the lottery winner was Tessie Hutchinson. When the Hutchinson family drew the slips of paper, Tessie was the one who drew the black dot. She spoke out many times following the drawing of the black dot, but she was effectively silenced. When Tessie realized that she had won the lottery, she tried to wave the crowd away, but they did not bother to listen to her as she received her winnings, being stoned to death. As staff reporter Jack Walker, I can proudly say that I do not support this lottery. I just supply the information to you. The tradition behind the lottery is a bit confusing, and even after conducting many personal interviews with the villagers, nobody can even remember why the lottery is still carried on till this day. Since the lottery has been played for so long, citizens of the village feel that the game is now part of their culture, and that it would be pointless to try and remove the traditional game from the village. This is our first year. Our new news crew has gotten the privilege to cover the village's annual lottery. Today our crew showed up just in time to see Tessie's body being carried off on a stretcher. What an abnormal sight to see. But this is how the game is played. Any other day, it would be completely unacceptable for children and adults to stone somebody. But when it's time for the lottery to take place, everyone is aware of the rules, the risks, the guidelines they have when entering the game. Members of the village have accepted this tradition and do not want the game to be changed, as well as the guidelines for the game. Our news crew is proud to announce its involvement of the 1978 lottery game, but with the lottery being covered by our news crew, many new eyes will see the game that the villagers play and either will want to join or protest the brutality that takes place after the winner is chosen. With the lottery being covered and all the information regarding the game being readily available for the nation to read, our crew believes that outsiders from the village will want to come in and make statements regarding the game and how it is played. Many new people will even want to add new rules, maybe guidelines to the game, such as age limits, how big the rocks can be that are used, and the families that can or cannot qualify to play the game. Here at Fox 22, we wanted to be present at this year's lottery to cover the information that occurs during the game. We are so intrigued in the game due to how unique and unusual it is. We wanted to ensure that our crew arrived at the game before it ended so that we can cover most of the suspenseful part of the game, which is the drawing of the slips of paper. We chose to cover the whole game so that we could give the audience a briefing of how the game is played, but most importantly, we wanted to focus on the end of the lottery. The most important part is the drawing of the slips of paper and who the winner will be. However, you're not much of a winner if you get stoned to death. Thank you for your time, and this is the lottery being covered by Fox 22, hosted by Jack Walker.